Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
What prevents a normal man from being any of that you described the beast as being?
Yeah.
Nothing, but
nothing.
he just is that.
He just is that. That's what helps me be attracted to him,
Okay.
is his personality.
Okay.
Monster on any of our lists. So +1 for Jennifer's attractiveness because women rock. Happy late International Women's Day, y'all. So Jennifer was a human that a bunch of rock band guys tried to sacrifice as a virgin in exchange for success, even after she clearly tells them that she's far from a virgin. Sex positivity, +1 for Jennifer. The sacrifice goes wrong and Jennifer comes back to life as the literal spawn of Satan with a hunger for flesh that she lets loose on the male student body at her high school.
No way.
Fuck the patriarchy, +1. However, as she states in the movie, she goes both ways and will eat girls too. Bisexual rights, +1. We are at 4 points at this point. Jennifer is technically a succubus in this movie, but I feel this creature's lore and the history of the movie characters that inspired Jennifer find its history in lesbian vampires and their seductive monstrosity, and how they represent repressed female sexuality. As both Robin Wood and Murray Leader call horror and its monsters the return of the repressed in their books. An article referring to these horror films with female antagonists as Beauty is the Beast films talks about the explosion of lesbian vampire movies following the women's movement in the 60s and 70s. Like The Vampire Lover, Lust for a Vampire, Twins of Evil, Countess Dracula, etc. The author says these films often played on male fears that female bonding would exclude men. Lesbian vampires quite interestingly represent the history of both the fear men have of lesbian sexuality and the objective desire they have for it being expressed on our horror screens. However, in Jennifer's Body, the iconic makeout scene between Jennifer and her introverted best friend, Needy, was framed in a way that has been claimed by the film's devout following of queer women, being made for their gaze rather than a male one. As the saying goes, you weren't born gay. You watched the makeout scene in Jennifer's Body, and it made you gay.
This is a lot.
Vampires and the seductive way they kill is an ingrained part of their lore. However, Jennifer isn't exactly a vampire. The way she kills, by literally feasting on her victim's flesh, has more in common with a zombie. But that won't put me off though, and I'll tell you why. Even though zombies are typically depicted as half-rotten corpses, there is still an erotic coating in the way that they kill. As essayist Darren Elliott Smith puts it, it is the sexually charged methods in which the zombies attack, objectifying the corporeal in all its messy goriness. In this sense, the zombie film's visualization of the vulnerable body also reconfigures it as a site of the eroticized, penetrating sexual wounds. Such films often feature zombies thrusting fists and seeking teeth into fragile bodies of their victims, who in turn writhe in the implied orgasmic intensity of being turned inside out and devoured. End quote. So, like, subconsciously, even the idea of her eating me alive has the potential to turn me on.
So wrong.
Turned inside out and devoured? Sign me up.
I am still socially relevant.
And when you didn't need laxatives to stay skinny.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out, Nikki!
Thought you only murdered boys.
I go both ways.
I just realized something. How old is she? Oh no! Give me the pen.
Oh no! Oh god!
Technically, it's even as ageless, but
I think she's like 17.
okay. I have to reevaluate my score.
Yeah.
In my defense,
No. Yeah, no.
My love for this film was born when I was about the same age as her.
Yeah, no.
And
Totally.
so in
It's-
spirit,
yeah.
she has grown with me.
Yes.
That's fair.
Very, very acceptable, wholesome.
fair.
Okay, with the new information that's come to light, I am forced to unfortunately give a 0 out of 10 for Jennifer, as she is technically a child. However, as a consenting adult, Jennifer Demon, I would still say 15 out of 10. But in the canon of the film, which came out when?
2009.
2009. So technically she would be like in her 30s by now. 0 out of 10.
I
Sorry,
would
Jennifer.
also agree. I can't give a rating, you know. It's
Dylan
just
doesn't
not-
want to get in any more trouble after the they asked for it line. So
Consenting adult, right? 9.2. Best I can do is yeah, no, I don't even think I would be in contact with her at all because it would just be completely improper. I was gonna say emotional support, because you know maybe she needs it once in a while, but that would also just be a very weird relationship to have.
Consenting adult, I gave 9. She is still in high school, I gave 0. But you know, she's going places. And as long as she stays true to herself, she good.
I would like to prelude this by saying that I do not think I'm a furry.
I was just noting that his blue jacket kind of matches the Beast's. This is
Similar.
This well-known fairy tale and Disney film may not be a horror movie, but I'd argue that the character, or at least his representation in film, takes from the long history of werewolves, which are very commonly romanticized, even in their horror movies. First of all, I don't feel like I even have to argue for the erotic history of werewolves when there's an entire kink community based on the alpha and omega behavioral patterns of wolves. I should rest my case there, but I'll keep arguing. Many werewolf movies, iterations of Beauty and the Beast included, are romantically shaped, making this beast who can't control themselves sympathetic and even sometimes giving them a love interest. And this is especially the case when the intended audience is teens. Teen Wolf, the movie and the TV show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Twilight.
The werewolf instinctively seeks to kill the thing it loves best.
And I mean, what's more tragically romantic than that? Yes, I know you're concerned about me. The angst of loving someone, but having a supernatural part of yourself that you have to keep from killing them. Or as Bruce Cohen puts it in Horror and the Horror Film, a werewolf indulging in its appetites would go against the dictates of its consciousness and bring about the death of its beloved. The fear of sexual passion and its ability to bring chaos is part of the arsenal of anxiety inherent to puberty, as the werewolf does, as has been widely noted, grow hair and become subject to animalistic drives as if it were going through puberty. So werewolves are manifestations of our own stage of young, burgeoning passion. However, the Beast is even better than all the romantically coded werewolves because he doesn't want to kill his love interest. That should make you less worried about me. As a side comment, if you think the Beast is more attractive as a human, you are entitled to your wrong opinion.
Mi avete visto per quello che sono. Ditemi ancora che vi ripugno. Ditemelo.
I would say, kind of disappointed. This is the representation of werewolves. So I give Beast an 8.5 out of 10. There's just something about him that's just like not quite for me. Other werewolves, however, I'm down.
Example.
Example of werewolf?
That would get you going.
Derek Hale, Teen Wolf. Peter Hale, Teen Wolf. George from Being Human.
I think I was trying to
Tom
go
from
for...
Being Human.
You were listing TV show characters. I was going for cinema.
I also talked about Remus.
You would fuck his werewolf form?
Probably, yeah.
That werewolf form is hairless. It's like
He's
a
emaciated.
mole
He
rat.
needs help. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, we won't talk. Okay, there. Take my card. Werewolves are hot.
Werewolves are hot. I don't know why we're
Werewolves
arguing.
right.
I'm literally...
Werewolves
my
right.
character is in defense of werewolves.
Yes.
Anyways,
I'm
Dylan.
not saying that the Beast isn't sexy. I'm saying that there are werewolves who are sexier.
Thank you. Dylan, good reading.
7.3.
You have bad things to say too, so I'm going to keep his ears covered.
Because he's auto-tuned in the live-action movie. Listen, okay? I just don't... Why do they have to pitch shift everyone? I mean... I really liked that movie. my boyfriend was in it, but
Who?
my boyfriend,
Who's your boyfriend?
Ewan McGregor.
Oh yeah. All right, I give the beast
I'm
a
sorry.
10. I give him a 10
Steven.
because yes, he is furry, but he's also well groomed. He is ripped. He is very chill. You can sit in a library with him all day and read, but he can also dress up and be formal. And you can just eat soup with him and have a nice time, and he will
Julie,
protect you. And I
For
love him.
somebody who just objected to Venom being too buff for you, you do keep bringing up the physique of these large men as pluses.
He was too big. It's still
For
too
people
much.
that keep
He was
claiming
too
to
big.
not be furries, I'm not getting a not furry tone.
This is not a human dressed up as an animal. This is an animal. This is just pure illegal. But you know what?
No, okay, as long as they're able to give consent, which Beast is able to do, it would not be illegal. If it was that's illegal. But here's
what?
the thing, like a dog.
Oh.
Like, you don't go, yeah,
I
That's
didn't
fair.
hear
Beast
you.
is able to give consent. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
Well, hold on. They also have to be of age because Jennifer was.
yes, they have to be.
Beast was of
Yes.
age.
Yeah.
Because in
No, I
this
never said he
Adult
wasn't.
ass man.
why did we bring up the age thing?
Because I was just clarifying that it can't just be that they can consent.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
has to also be that they are
Yep.
of age.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the law.
It's the law.
None of this 13-year-old shit.
A furry would specifically be attracted to him because of the animalistic things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
The human qualities are what bring
And-
me to
okay, so
him.
you're attracted to him because of the human qualities and because he's Beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Got her to say it, boys. We got him.
Furries!
We got him.
It's fine. We support furries, okay? It's okay.
Okay.
I'm the only one who said that I'd actively fuck a werewolf, but y'all are just like,